Have you ever drawn anything, looked at it and said, man, this is horrible? I'm gonna teach you a system of drawing that you've probably never seen before. I'll get your drawing better and faster in 30 days. One more thing, marker only, okay? So pen or marker, no erasers, no pencils, all right? Did you hear that? Get a marker and a pen out and some paper and we'll get going. And I'm gonna do this by giving you only 4 exercises to do, 1 a week. So 1 exercise every week, and by the end of the month, you'll know how to draw. All right, let's get going. Hey guys, Shadow Artiste here, and I'm gonna teach you how to draw in 4 lessons, okay? It's not that hard. Anyway, I just thought I'd fill up this old sketchbook that I found. It's all busted up, an old one. And I actually found some old sketches in here that I had, like they're probably 15 years old, maybe longer. Look at this one. It says 2/10, and this one says not that good. I seem to be hard on myself back in the day. Anyway, let's get moving, okay? So here, I got pen and marker only. I'm gonna set up the camera and we're gonna rock and roll here, okay? Learn how to draw, 4 lessons. In 30 days, you'll be able to draw anything, okay? Let's go. Lesson 1, for the entire week, you're just gonna do one thing. So simple. You're just gonna draw outlines. You're not gonna worry about shading, you're not gonna worry about detail, you're not gonna worry about whatever, man, just outlines. Can you do that? Can you do outlines of stuff? Here, I brought some props. I'm gonna do an outline of this mug just to show you. I'll do an outline of this bag here. Maybe we'll do something else. Okay, so let's check it out. Here we go. Let's start with the mug. You're just gonna do an outline. That's it. So simple. Let me put the mug here. Let me take a picture of it so that we can see it while we draw it. All right, there it is. Okay, we got a picture of it. Now I'm gonna draw the mug. Here we go. You can, of course, look at the proportions, right? And the size relative to other parts of it. But otherwise, you know, just have fun. And you can't erase, so here we go. Good enough, right? That's what I say. There you go. That's all you're gonna be doing. Let's do another one. Let's do this bag over here. This like camera bag. Here we go. Here, let me take a picture of it. Okay, so it's very simple. You're just drawing outlines. That's it. You're gonna draw outlines of everything. Here we go. There you go. I know it looks weird, but it'll look better later. Okay? That's all you're gonna do. And sometimes if you're good at it, like a silhouette can do a lot. You know, here, let me show you something. Here, let me draw something and I'll show you the power of a silhouette. So all you're gonna do is outlines. Outlines can tell a lot. Look, who's that? We all know who it is. So remember, this week only, outlines. That's it, nothing else. Don't worry about anything else. Just draw outlines of everything and we'll get back. If you do that for a week, you'll get really good at it and then you can go to the next step. Okay, you ready? Let's go. Okay, week 2, lesson 2. Let's all pretend that it's the next week because I changed my shirt, all right? Let's move on. Now, this is what I want you to do in the second week when you're drawing. All you're gonna focus on now, so all we did was outlines. This week, we're just gonna focus on the values. We're gonna separate the tones of the values in your outline. Let me explain, okay? You have to see shadows. Drawing is basically drawing shadows. That's what it is, guys. You can't see something that doesn't have light on it. You can't see details in shadows. That's why I always save the details for the last part of a drawing, right? Doesn't matter the details. If it's in shadow and you can't see it, you don't need to draw it. So drawing is drawing shadows, pretty much. Unless you're doing white pen on black paper, then you're drawing light. But you get what I'm trying to say. That's what we do. Artists, we draw light and reflections of light off of surfaces. Depending on the surface is depending on the texture that you're gonna use. Okay, so let me show you something. Let's go to the mug. All right, the mug's right over here. Let's see this thing. I'll show you what I'm talking about, okay? Now, when you look at your picture, you're gonna see there's gonna be shadows. There's gonna be dark shadows and there's gonna be mid-tone shadows. So that's what you're looking for. It gets a little difficult when you're drawing round surfaces because there isn't any distinct separation between the dark area and the light area. But just put that in your mind, like, okay, it's dark on this side and then it goes light. You know what I mean? That's it. Then you just draw a line. Here, let me show you. I'll do it with the mug. You could already see kind of the way that it looks shiny and glossy just right off the bat for some reason. Anyway, let's go do something else here. Let's do that little camera bag that I had before. So that's what you're doing. You're just going in and you're putting in here. Let me show you one more. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna fill in your solid outlines with where the dark areas are, the mid-tone areas are, and the light tone areas are, okay? So it's like, I know this is like, just try it and you'll see what I mean. But we're gonna move on to week 3, okay? I'll show you what to do in week 3. So what you're doing is you're outlining and you're just separating all the shadows, the dark from the light areas in your pictures or in your object, all right? Now, with these first 2 steps, you could already draw pictures, as simple as that, by outlining shadows and using outlines, okay? Watch here, let me show you. We're gonna do really quickly, like a landscape of a city or something, just with the first 2 steps. Here we go. I can stay here all day drawing, but you know what I'm trying to say. Get the outline in, find out where the shadow's in. It starts building up really, really fast. You'll be amazed at what you can do, okay? Let's go to week 3, lesson 3. Okay, week 3, lesson 3. We got the outline and we've also decided where the shadows are by either outlining them or putting a line or putting a mark, whatever. Now, what we're gonna do is fill in the shadows and learn to fade them into the white. It depends, right? Like things like buildings, you know, mechanical stuff, there isn't much fading necessary because they got hard edges, corners, light comes in, one side's darker, one side's mid, and then one side's light. That's pretty easy. But when it comes to flesh, you know, it kind of fades from a dark to a light. So you got to kind of get that down. You have to get a technique of turning black into white with just a marker, right? Let me show you. You know, you can, there's so many ways, guys. We can do this, we can do just a bunch of lines. Or you can do a bunch of lines, you can make them go further apart. You can crisscross, you can make them go further apart. You can use dots, a bunch of dots together, and then you can, you know, fade them out. But whatever it is, it has to go from a dark shade all the way to a light shade, as you can see. We're going from dark here, and we're going all the way to light. So you gotta have some way of doing that, right? I like to scribble, to be quite honest. I like scribbling. Scribbling is fun. You can just kind of like, that's what I would do, right? Like, because I just like to be loose. When I draw and sketch, I don't really take it too seriously. When I make my art, then I take it seriously, but this is just playing. So basically what you're doing is you have to practice this. Now, let me show you. Let's go back to the mug or whatever, since that is kind of a smooth object. All right, now this is the darkest spot of the whole entire picture. So I would start here by crisscrossing, and then it kind of fades off a bit into the thing. So it isn't such a hard edge like I drew it. And that's what you're doing. You're just playing around with light, right? You're just, wherever it's dark, you're doing dark. Whatever is mid-tone, you're doing mid-tone. You're either fading it if it's rounded and not hard with hard corners. All right? Look, this is all gonna make sense. Next week on lesson 4, we'll do everything together and I'll show you how to draw a quick picture, like in friggin' a minute. We'll draw something, okay? With all the steps, okay? So hang in there. One more lesson to go. Okay, now the last final step. First one was outline what you see. Second one is outline the shadows that are in the object. And then 3, fade them or color them in, okay? And the fourth one is, which is actually the funnest, is detail, right? Let's say you're drawing a pair of jeans or something. You would outline it, you would kind of draw in all the wrinkles, then you would fade in all the wrinkles, then you would go in and put in the stitching, the zipper, and the belt loops and all that stuff later. 4 simple steps. Here, I'm gonna show you. We'll do one together. Let's grab a picture. I got this picture here of a skull. Light out of the way before we do this. Okay, and I'm gonna show you as fast as I can. I'll draw a skull in the 4 steps that I showed, okay? Here we go. Let's do this. There we go. There's the outline of the skull. Looks like crap, but meanwhile, it'll look good, okay? Step 2, where are the shadows? They're in the eyes, the nose, the cheekbones. Let's put a nose in here. Okay, and now we're gonna go to step 3. So there it is, step 1 and step 2. The outline and where the shadows are gonna go. Now let's go to step 3, which is filling in the shadows, okay? Bear with me here. The darkest spot seems to be the eyes. So let's lay down some black there on the eyes and the nose area too. So far so good. I'm not like keep leaving it too dark because or else we'll be here forever. Now, the 4th step, the detail. Let's go in and do some detail, okay? So let's clean up these edges on the eyes a little bit. All right, so there you go. It's not that hard. Seriously, try it. Go out, draw some outlines, put in some shadows, blend them, and then put in the details. See how it works. It might work for you. Some people, it just clicks, this sort of style of drawing. compared to some other styles that they teach out there. It's kind of very complicated. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Took me a while to make it. So how to draw in 4 steps. Some people get it really fast when they do this technique, all right? So if you like that, I got like a whole playlist of education. Check it out. It's got like everything in it. Go check it out. You'll like something. Anyway, Shadow Artiste, I gotta go. Bye guys, till next time.